What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Chris, man. I am here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Monday, August 18th, 2025. My name is Chris Drummond. I'm a freelance sports reporter based out of upstate New York here and proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I bring individuals on to talk about their why and get to know them outside of their occupation. I got a very special guest that's coming on with me today, as she is a weekend meteorologist at KATC based out of the state of Louisiana. Her name is Breyanna Lewis, and we're going to talk to her about her why of getting into meteorology and also ask her some get to know you questions. So, without any further ado, Breyanna, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, no doubt. Thank you for coming on. And listen, my first question to you is the same as it always is with everybody that comes on here, Bree. And
hmm
it's pretty simple. It's what is your why? Why do you do what you do? Did you have any role models or any inspirations maybe growing up? But ultimately, what led you to a career in
hmm
meteorology?
Well, everyone says it started when it was a child. I don't remember that per se, but I do remember being a preteen and certain weather events was going on, multiple tornado warnings, and I'm just like, why is this happening? What are the ingredients for this situation to repeatedly continue
Hmm.
to happen?
Sure.
So that's when it really started for me, just being interested in the weather because it always changes. I'm from Georgia and the weather can be unpredictable.
Yeah.
So watching the Weather Channel, watching the local news, I just got more and more intrigued about, how is this happening? So in high school, I interned at the news station all of my senior year with the chief meteorologist. So I did high school forecast, the 7-day forecast, the whole enchilada,
Mm.
and it was very fun. And then that's when I took what I learned there, and I went to Mississippi State and got my bachelor's in broadcast meteorology.
Okay, now with you on that. I also I know you started at Columbus State University, if I'm not mistaken, and then you
Yep.
transferred to Mississippi State. Just doing a
Yep.
little bit of background research, and you went to, if I'm not also mistaken, William Henry Shaw High School out there in
Oh
Columbus.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I did go to
okay.
Shaw High School out there in Columbus.
I got you. And the reason why I know that because, like I said, doing some research, but also went to school out there in Georgia for my undergrad. I went to Kennesaw State University in
Oh,
Atlanta.
okay, yeah, that's right up. That's right up the interstate.
Absolutely. So that's where I graduated and got my undergrad and my master's. So I definitely know about Georgia very, very well. No question
hmm
about that. Speaking of that though, going to Columbus State University, starting off there, then transferring to Mississippi State, which happened to be one of the best meteorology
Oh
schools
yeah.
in the US. No question about that. W-
hmm
Out of when it comes to those two schools, were there any other schools that could have persuaded you from going to those two particular schools, or were you dead set on going to those schools?
Well, only went to Columbus State because I'm pretty much a first gen college graduate. So
Okay.
nobody really knew how college really operated. And I didn't want to go off and be confused and then somehow end up back at home. So I was like, let me just do my 2 years here,
Mm-hmm.
transfer and do my core classes there, and just to have a better understanding of how college works.
Mm-hmm.
But in the other schools, I think it always was Mississippi State because like I said, my chief meteorologist at the time, he went to Mississippi State,
Mm-hmm.
and on the Weather Channel, most of them went to Mississippi State. So I was just like, you know, I guess I'm going to Starkville.
I know that's right. Now, I definitely got asked this bonus question. What is there to do in Starkville outside of going to Mississippi State?
It's literally the textbook definition college town. Without university, it's just a little bitty country town. Like it's not. It has grown a lot since I've graduated, but it's literally just a college town. If we did want to do something, we would have to go to Tupelo, and Tupelo was like an hour away.
Mm-hmm.
But I stayed on campus. They had a lot to do on campus. It came to like the activities, the sports. I did everything on campus. So I was fine.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Okay, I had to ask that bonus question because outside of the Mississippi State football team, or the basketball team that you watching, I don't know what they're doing in Starkville. And then, I don't
Yeah.
know how far Ole Miss is from you as well. So,
It's a couple of hours
a
because
couple hours away.
that's like touching Tennessee up there, Oxford.
Okay, say less. Okay, I'm with you on that. Now, I'm going to ask you some favorite questions, Bree. And you just
Mm,
give me the 411 off of the rip and let me know what some of these favorite answers, I should say, some of these answers to these favorite questions are. So here we
okay.
go. Favorite meal you like to cook?
Favorite meal: turkey burgers, hot wings, potato wedges.
Okay, now. All right. My mouth watering. That's for sure. Ain't no doubt. Turkey burgers, potato wedges, and hot wings all in the same
Yes,
meal.
all homemade.
Okay now. I might have to pull up to Louisiana now. I'm just saying. Man. Okay, that's what's up. I like that. I'm a huge taco person too. Love tacos.
Taco.
Okay.
Okay, taco. Good.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Taco. Love tacos, chicken, steak, or uh beef. It doesn't matter. So I love them all for
Don't
sure.
discriminate.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Favorite concert you've ever attended?
Concert. See, I have not attended too many concerts,
Mm.
and the one I wanted to attend last year got canceled. Um,
Was that Ride Wave?
no, I went the last concert. I think the last concert I saw was Migos, and that had to been like 2017.
Mm. Oh, that's a while ago, right there. That's for sure.
Yes, yes, it's
Okay.
been a long,
Okay.
long time.
I feel you on that. I think the last concert I went to was, well, yeah, Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar was the last one I
Oh,
went to go see K Dot. All right, I'm with you on that. Migos is nice. I've seen them in concert too. So yeah, I'm a huge concert goer. So I love asking that type of question. But my favorite concert is The Weeknd. The
the
Weeknd was
weekend.
my
Okay, I'm pretty sure.
hmm
Yeah, pretty good.
yeah, that was pretty good. Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Montego Bay, Jamaica. I went there last year and it was so fun. I'm a beach person. Like I didn't
Hmm.
grow up by the beach, but my mom did. And growing up, we always went to the beach. I just love the beach. So Jamaica will be number one on my favorite spot to go.
That's the one thing we definitely vibing with, because that's my number one place too, which is my favorite. I got a chance to go there to Jamaica on a cruise last year with some family. The
Hmm.
beach was a great scene. The food, the jerk chicken was amazing.
Oh
With
yeah,
the rice, oh man, it was to die for. There's no question about it. So, yep, got a chance to stay there. Didn't stay there too long because we was on a cruise. So we had to keep it
yeah. The
moving.
cruise, so you keep going.
Right, but at the same time, we stayed there for about 9, 10 hours. It was still pretty good. It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
So
you gotta go. You gotta fly. You gotta fly. You gotta stay there. It's a different experience.
okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind, no doubt. I'm a sports person, Bree. So I'm gonna ask you a two-part sports question. So here we go. Favorite sport you like to watch on TV? Favorite sport you like to attend in person? They could be the same sport.
Okay. Now I'm not really big on sports. I really don't know what goes on, but I do like to be in the vicinity of these sports.
Hmm.
But I like football games.
Okay.
Like Mississippi State, I went to every game. I got my little student pass. I went to every game. And your other question was my favorite team?
No, no, no. Your favorite sport to watch, but favorite sport to go to in person.
Oh, why? Now I don't watch any sports like on TV, but I'll definitely go to the football games in person.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Now that you're in Louisiana, are you doing like LSU? Are you doing Saints? Are you watching it?
No, 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 no Louisiana teams over here. I'm still Mississippi State diehard.
Okay,
And NFL, I'm a silent Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
okay, I got you. Look, listen, if you need any tips on sports, Bree, I got you. You just hit your boy
Okay.
up. That's my lane right there. If I want to know what the weather look like, I'm gonna hit you up. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Definitely,
That's
definitely.
no doubt. Now, last of the favorites. Favorite place you like to eat out at? Now you in Louisiana, and I just recently went there for the Super Bowl in New Orleans. I know it's
Mhm.
cracking over there when it comes to the food, so don't hold back to me. Tell me what
So
is the favorite place of yours to eat at?
in Louisiana,
Yeah, where you at?
man, it's so many places. I'm telling you, it's so many places.
I
And I'm
believe.
always finding a new spot and I'm always loving that new spot. But Okay, so it's called the Potato Place, and they have the big, massive potatoes, and then
Okay.
I get they have a little catfish dinner. I get that too.
The
So that's
potato.
like my favorite place. Yeah, it's like my favorite place right now. So it's
Okay.
like I can eat off of it now, and then come back again and eat off of it again.
Oh, okay. No, I'm definitely gonna keep that place in mind. And obviously, when I do take my trip back down into Louisiana, if you still there, I'll definitely have to say what's up to you for sure. But New Orleans is a melting pot as far as big time events and sporting events that goes on
Oh yeah,
there.
definitely,
No
definitely. But
question. No.
Lafayette, they're like the. They always tell me it's the secret kept away place people don't talk about when it comes to food because New Orleans always get the it's the food to go to. But Lafayette, the food is definitely here in Lafayette. The 337 as they call it.
337. I'm with you on that. All right, say less. Say less on that. Let's talk about your day to day. As you being a weekend meteorologist, I'm not sure if you just work the weekends and maybe do something else on the weekdays, maybe anchor or report on the weekdays or whatnot. I'm not sure, but as you know, no 2 days are ever the same for journalists.
True.
Every day is different. The weather changes all the time. Gets cold, gets hot, gets rainy, gets hail. When you over there in New Orleans, or not New Orleans, Louisiana, I should say, um, the weather changes all the time. So tell me what your day to day operations is and routine is, getting ready to present the weather, the people out
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, so my schedule is Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday through Friday, I'm with the chief and I'm either filling in for some of the shows or me and him just working on the forecast together, updating graphics, creating an article. But we really use that moment for me to learn more because like you said, it changes every day. And then
Hmm.
especially with the hurricane out there, we've been talking about that a lot and just what we can expect for the rest of this hurricane season.
Right.
So that'll be my Wednesday through Friday, and then my Saturday through Sunday is just me covering the two newscasts a day, and then along with making the forecast, updating the graphics, and posting the social media. So my weekends are pretty packed with me just being there by myself.
I can imagine. Now, this is kind of a bonus question, but if you were called onto a weather assignment, because you brought up the hurricane, which obviously people are paying attention to right now because that thing is
Mhm.
build. What the natural disaster would you love to cover? Would you love to cover a hurricane, a tornado, a snowstorm, or just a rain pour?
Well, we had that historic once in a lifetime snow event in January, and I was
Mhm.
out there for that. Very fun, very cold, but hurricanes. I would like to be out there with the hurricanes. Tornadoes,
Okay.
I don't like tornadoes because that they are pretty unpredictable. Hurricane, you can kind of get a gist of where it's going.
Okay. All right. That's a whole bunch of water though if it's coming your way.
Yeah, not that I want that to happen here, but it would be something to to just experience.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to kind of sneak that in. Now, I wanted to talk about mental health and work-life balance.
Hmm.
You work Wednesday through Sunday, so obviously you get your Monday and Tuesdays off. But when you're working all the time, sometimes especially if you're away from home, your home
Hmm.
where you were raised is Georgia. I'm pretty sure you probably still have family over in Georgia as well.
Hmm.
Like myself, I have family there too. But so when
Hmm.
you're away, you obviously you're missing time with your family, you're missing events, you miss time with your friends as well because this type of job is always going and never stops. It's 365,
Hmm.
right? So tell me, how do you keep your mental health strong and also still have that work life balance? Because you seem like a very bubbly personality, someone that easily could be around and have a good time with. I certainly wouldn't mind being around you, and I'm sure your friends feel the same way. But how do you avoid burnout, being overworked, and things of that nature by keeping your mental health strong and having that work life balance?
Hmm. Now, I will say you can get caught up, and it will start to wear on you. And that's how I was at first. I was getting burned out. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need a break. I'm tired. I just need to isolate myself. But taking the time out to actually just take vacation, go home for a week, and just recuperate and just try to fill myself back up when my glass is empty. So I try to keep that in rotation. Like I just went home in July. I'm already planning to go back home again in a couple months. So I try to keep that in rotation, and then also just taking time off just throughout the week. Like okay, I'm just gonna take this day off to just recuperate at home or something like that,
Right.
or take a day trip somewhere, or just some maintenance with myself, either get my hair done or something like that, just to stay the bubbly personality, because it will be days where you like, I just need a break from everybody. I need to isolate myself.
Oh yeah,
So it is something that you have to gradually work on and just see, what do you need for yourself to make sure that you don't get burned out, because in the job you will get burned out.
I like that. I do. You definitely take your sound like you definitely take your PTO days. There's no
Oh
question.
yeah, I don't I don't miss a PTO day at all.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm totally with you on that, which is great. That's great to do. Me personally, I like to work out.
Hmm.
I like to write poetry. I like to go on walks. Now, now when it gets cold, don't get me wrong. I ain't out there trying to walk. I don't do the cold too
I
well.
said upstate New York, yeah, I would not be out there during
Yeah,
winter.
no, I don't do that too well. But at the same time, I try to find different things. And obviously, my mom's is in Georgia. So I definitely wouldn't mind going to see her, maybe on a holiday, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, around that time. Be able to spend some time with her for sure and stuff like that. But it brings a great segue, and that's advice. I'm sure you get interns at KATC coming through, whether it's in news, sports, or whatever genre it is. What is some advice that you would give someone, maybe a recent graduate or an intern that wants to be in meteorology or even in broadcast journalism?
Yeah, uh, especially like when it comes to a recent graduate, get that internship. That helped me a lot to actually open my eyes up and see what happens off screen and just um, day to day activities that they do for their job.
Hmm.
And then I will also say, just take your time. I didn't rush into getting a job right after I graduated, because my senior year was it was pretty dicey. So I was like, I need, once again, that mental break
Hmm.
before I jump straight from college into working adult. So I took about 6 months off, and I just took that time to intern, build up my reel. I was applying for jobs, and then I had finally, at the end of 2021, that's when I had moved to Alexandria for how long I was there, 2.5 years. So yeah, just basically get your internship, get your reps in, get a feel for how the job is, and then just take your time when applying for different meteorologist jobs.
Mm, I got you. Now, how long did it take for you to find a job? Because sometimes people get very discouraged, and I always try to tell people coming out of college, you're gonna get a lot more no's than you'll ever get yeses.
Hmm.
In any industry that you do, but how long did it take for you to find that role, and did you accept the very first role that you got? Because some people don't accept the first role; they kind of be patient and they wait for that perfect role.
Hmm. Now I wish I could have waited when I first got my offer, but I
Mm.
think I was just at the point where I was just ready to just get my foot out there. And then being a recent graduate, you kind of have to take that leap of faith. Like, you know
Right.
what? I need to go ahead and get my feet wet before
Mhm.
it be 6 months, 8 months, a year, and I
Yep.
still haven't had a job in my field. So I went ahead and accepted the offer in Alexandria. Alexandria, great. It was a good. It was a little ways from home. It was about 8.5 hours on a good drive.
Sure.
But yeah, moving that far away was a lot at first, and different state, different fields. So it was a little bit at first, but I got it going once I got into the groove of things.
Sure.
But yeah, it took about 6 months from when I graduated in April, and then November when I got down there.
So let me ask you this: from that first job that you had in Alexandria, what do you take from that job? Some of the lessons that you learned, or some of the things that you picked up on that you now feel even more comfortable at your new location now that you're at that you're doing that you're like, wow, I'm glad I learned that to be able to do what I do now.
Yeah, it's more about standing up for yourself. Like you can fall off into the background and then, you get pushed in different directions, but you have to realize sometimes it's not okay. Sometimes you have to step up for yourself and like, look, this is what I'm supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what I signed up for, and everything else that comes with on the side that's not included with your job profile. You got to stick up for yourself and not get pushed in the background like, you know what, it's whatever. No, you have to stick up for yourself. And I tell everybody that, like, please stick up for yourself because you will get pushed around and
Oh yeah, for sure.
nobody's going to be there to, I guess, direct you in the right space.
Kind of guide you is
But
what you think.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you would have to be your own guide and say, look, this direction I want to go in.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, if you allow yourself to be a doormat, they will walk on you. There's no question.
Exactly,
No
exactly. So
question.
that's like one of the biggest things I took away from my first on air job was, Breyanna, you need to stick up for yourself.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Now, we have ran into the portion of the podcast now that we are going to play my interactive game called This or That.
Hmm.
It's a game I like to play with all my guests here on the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast, and it's pretty simple, Bree. I'm going to throw some things at you, and you get to choose this or that. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. This first question, very simple. If you had to choose between these two restaurants to eat at, and you had to choose one of them, which one are you eating at? Is it going to be KFC or Popeyes?
Popeyes.
You sure? Because you took a side before you said that.
Yeah, I mean, with the ingredients they got now, I have to be Popeyes.
Okay, I'm
And
with
plus,
you.
and then plus, side note, all our KFC's closed, so I don't even have a chance to get KFC no more.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that 411 down there, man. KFC closed down there in Louisiana. That's
Yeah, they closed both of them in Lafayette. I'm like, right?
okay.
They just brought back the potato wedges, so now I'm upset.
I feel you on that. Okay, say less. When it comes to chicken wings, which flavor are
Ooh,
you putting on the chicken wing? Would you put barbecue or lemon pepper?
lemon pepper,
Okay,
because
go
you're
ahead.
talking to the hot connoisseur.
Oh, okay. So you like them hot. So you'd rather get that buffalo sauce, that buffalo style.
Buffalo, yes, buffalo, and some lemon pepper sprinkles on top.
Wow. Now, okay, let's imagine that. If you got that on your wing, do you want to eat your wing wet or dry?
Buffalo sauce wet, but if it's lemon pepper by itself, it got to be dry rub.
Okay. Now, do you eat a wing with bones or boneless?
Bone in, definitely.
Okay. You'd be surprised now how many people then said they like boneless.
Them chicken nuggets.
Hey, look. I don't be judging now. I don't be judging now. Them chicken nuggets is good. However, I do like a bone in. I do like a bone in wing. I'm huge on the honey barbecue. Give me the honey barbecue.
Honey
Bo-
barbecue. Okay, okay. Now
Yeah.
I'll eat both, but bone in, I guess that every time.
Okay. I'm with you on that. These next four questions
Mhm.
have to do with music concerts you rather go to. Okay. So
Okay.
here it goes. They're gonna get harder as we go. Here's the first one. Which music concert would you rather go see? Would you rather go see Chris Brown or Usher?
Mm, Chris Brown.
Okay, you rather see Breezy. I like that. His 11/11
Mm.
tour is really good, by the way. It's really
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah, no question. Which music concert would you rather go see? Would you rather go see Rihanna or Beyonce?
Rihanna.
Wow. Okay. Okay, you going against the grain on these, I see. All right. I like that. I like that. All right. Which music concert would you rather go see? Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Kendrick.
Rather go see K. Dot. Okay. All right. You being very decisive on these, Brianna, for sure. Last one. Which music concert would you rather go see? Her or SZA?
Her.
Wow. Now that's definitely a controversial one right there. A lot of people will pick SZA over her. Why you pick her?
SZA, she can go different ways when it comes to music. Her, if I'm just in a relaxed state, definitely her. I
Okay.
love I love a lot more songs from her than I will SZA. Now, don't get me wrong. Now I love SZA too, but I feel like I'm leaning more towards her when it comes to just listening to her songs, no skips.
Okay. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Now, which sport, if you had to watch on TV, would you rather watch? Basketball or football?
Mm, probably basketball.
Okay. Okay, I like that. Basketball is my favorite sport. There's no question. So I love that. Now,
Hmm.
which sport would you rather play? Badminton or bowling?
Bowling.
Are you a good bowler?
No, I'm not. I'm not. But I can get a couple nice rounds in there.
Okay. Now, do you need the bumpers?
No, I don't need the bumpers.
Okay, that's good. Because we had to put you on a separate lane. You can't have the bumper. Yeah, people like to play Wii bowling in public. No, you can't do that. Mm-mm.
Oh, I love Wii bowling.
I,
But
I
no,
do.
I'm pretty good with, regular bowling.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. It's good to keep in mind. Do you like desserts?
Hmm, See, it's a tricky question for me. Like, I can do desserts, but it's strictly ice cream. Like, when it comes to cakes and cupcakes, I'm not really a big fan.
Okay,
But
so this
ice cream, all gets down.
this might be easy for you then, because I'm gonna put four categories of desserts, and you got to
Okay.
choose one of these you'll never eat again. Okay, so
Okay.
here we go. The first one is ice cream. The second one is cookies.
Hmm.
The third one is candy. The last one is grouped together, pies/cakes. Which one are you
Hmm.
getting rid of?
The cakes and pies and stuff. That
Okay.
last one.
Okay. Now, what is your favorite ice cream?
I like um butter pecan. That's like my favorite ice cream, along with vanilla.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm a huge cookies and cream person, so I'm with you on that. Yeah, pretty good, pretty solid. Do you like potato chips?
Um, I'll eat them, but not too much. My favorite is just the classic Lay's or the salt and vinegar.
Mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy. You named the second worst chip ever.
I
That
love
salt and
salt
vinegar. That salt
classic.
and vinegar is the second worst chip ever made.
It's so delicious.
Okay. Yeah. You certainly can have it. 'Cause I'm gonna leave it on the shelf for you. You certainly can. There's no question. But I'm gonna name four brands of
Okay.
chips. You get rid of one of these brands you would not eat. So here we go. The first one is gonna be Ruffles. The
Mhm.
next one is gonna be Pringles.
Mhm.
The next one is gonna be Lay's. The last one is gonna be Doritos. Which one are you getting rid of?
The Pringles
Okay. Wow, I'm
and
shocked.
the Pringles person.
They got salt and vinegar Pringles. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I mean, long time ago Pringles, but not anymore.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Well, listen, you did very good on this or that. You was very decisive, except that salt and vinegar take. Other than that, you did very, very good with this or that, girl.
Thank
I'm very proud, very happy. Now, these next two are called top four questions. Okay,
you.
the
Mhm.
first top four is called bucket list. I want you to give me a bucket list of four events or stories that you would like to do in your journalism career that you haven't done yet.
Stores I haven't done yet.
Hmm.
Well, I haven't been out in a hurricane,
Okay.
so that'll be one. I don't know if I can do this one,
Hmm.
but I would love to be in the plane with the hurricane hunters.
The what?
Like, I feel like they'll be like, I want to be in the eye wall too.
You want to be in a plane with the hurricane? You want to hunt hurricanes?
Yes, I know. I guess all types of bad lands, but I'm like, that is so cool. And people can't just say, oh, I've been in a hurricane before. Like, you can't say that in the air, you know. So that's something I would like to do as
Okay.
well. But I don't. We that look. That's a stretch. That's a big stretch.
Mm,
But getting back to what
course.
I can possibly do,
Yeah.
um, well, at this stage, I haven't really did too many school visits, so I like to do some more school visits. I did a lot of those in Alexandria, and I love being with the kids.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
one more, I really don't have a fourth. I really can't think of.
Do you want to do something maybe political? Do you want to do something maybe on a red carpet? Maybe predict the maybe do a red carpet event. Would you want to host some kind of charity event or some
Okay.
kind of ball or something like that? It could be anything.
Yeah, yeah, charity event would be pretty nice, or even just making a children's book when it comes to being a meteorologist and also being one of the few black female meteorologists, so something like that.
Then I'm glad. I was gonna get to a question like that because there was a bonus in my mind, and that is, first of all, it's a good top, great, not good, but great top four. I damn sure want to see you hunt the hurricane. I would pay to see that. That would be amazing. There's no question about
Yes,
that.
I gotta see how to get into that one because that is a bucket list for sure.
Oh, no question. Now, being an African American woman as a meteorologist, that is rare to see on TV. Not to say that there isn't more, because there is more, but it's rare to just see a minority at that position.
Mhm.
Tell me how special it is to be one of the few that is on TV doing meteorology and doing something that you love.
Mhm. Yeah, I was one of three other black women
Hmm.
meteorologists in my class, and I think the class after me did not have any. So I feel like we are a special bunch of meteorologists because growing up, I didn't see any meteorologists that look like me. I think it was just the Weather Channel, and even then, it was just a man. Um, so I knew stepping into the field, it would be a little rocky, but I love the weather, and nobody's going to, push you to the side. So I always use that to, just show children, the young kids out there, like, look, you can do it. And that's how I felt when I was doing my school visit in Alexandria. I always get told, like, we never seen a black meteorologist woman, and the kids see that, they see that, they know. And just to sum it up, you can do it. You like, it's not impossible. Like, it's definitely tangible for you to become a meteorologist and be a minority.
And I love the fact that you said that. I wanted to get to a point where we just talking about meteorologists and not really even having to bring up the woman fact or the minority fact. But it is important to talk about it because I think the more conversation we gather around it, the better it can be. The more opportunities could be allocated. Because
Hmm.
there is little black girls that's looking at you on TV and they be like, "Wow, I can do that. I can do that one day." Or seeing not just yourself but people all around the world that are seeing minorities do it, they can be like, I can do that one day, right? Because like you said, growing up you saw a lot of men as meteorologists and you
Hmm.
definitely didn't see any black men. I didn't see barely any black men meteorologists at all, and you
Hmm.
definitely didn't see many black women as well. So it's very very satisfying to see somebody like yourself doing what she loves to do and doing a hell of a job, doing a damn good
Hmm.
job. So I love that. And I hope you keep going with a smile doing that. So
Oh yeah.
um but it also gives me to my next top four question, which is about where you're at, which is in
Hmm.
Louisiana. Give me a top 4 list of things to do in the city that you're in right now.
Hmm. Well, I don't know if you like Tabasco sauce, but about 30 minutes away, they made the Tabasco sauce. They make it, they produce, bottle, manufacture, all that at
Mhm.
Avery Island. So I went there. Very nice experience to see.
Okay.
You also can go on airboat tours in the Chafalaya Basin. Very nice. Sadly, I did not see any alligators when I went. But they have a lot of festivals. That's what Lafayette is really big on, or like the whole Acadiana area is festivals. They just had a shrimp festival this past weekend. They
Okay.
got boudin. They have another not concert. It's a festival. It's called Festival International. I think that's the correct term for that.
Okay.
So they're big on that, and then along with just different type of restaurants. So it's a lot. It's a lot to do and get out and explore.
Now, let me ask you, did you go to the shrimp festival?
No, I had to work, so I did
Mm.
not go. But I seen the video, and I definitely have to go next year. Like it's so many festivals that you would literally have to get a calendar out and write down when they are because you will pretty much miss it.
Okay. All right. Now, I am a fan of gumbo. Are you a fan of gumbo being there?
I like gumbo, but I'm not really a big gumbo person.
Okay. It sounds like you're a big seafood person, though.
I can do seafood, but yeah, it just depends on the day.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Now, we talked about advice that you would give someone. But what is
Hmm.
some advice that someone has gave you that you hold on dearly to?
Oh man, I'm about to go in my memory box for that one.
Mm.
Oh, let me think about that one for a minute.
Yeah, that's must be a good question then. Must be. Got the wheels
Yeah.
turning. I know you probably had some mentors, some great teachers, and some people there, even at the first station, now this station.
Oh man, it's so many it's so many quotes running through my mind right now.
Okay.
I'll
Talk.
say the main one. I'll say the main one will be. Oh man, so much in the last 3.5 years that I've been doing weather,
Right.
and they could just be anything when it
Yeah.
comes to.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Mm, I think just staying true to yourself,
Okay.
because you'll fall into a hole of I got to be like this person, be like that person. But at the end of the day, you just have to be yourself. And I think that helped me a lot when I came to Lafayette because I was always like on edge about, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that. But it's like, I could just be myself and people will gravitate to that. Because
Right.
at first I was like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do this. But then I was like, after one of the employees at my last station, she was like, just stay calm, breathe, be yourself. And I always use that like, okay, how can I make my forecast just a little bit more down to earth where people at home they can just relate off of that. So I'll say that's probably the main one because that was the hard at first, especially when you're new. You're trying to, you know, become someone, but at the end of the day, it's like you just got to stay to yourself, stay true to yourself. Make it all uh just a little bit more driven to where people will sit back and be like, you know what? I like her. I like how she's coming off. I like how she's telling the forecast. Like I like the activity she's requesting or recommending. So I think that's like the big one.
No, it's pretty good advice. No question about that. It's kind of hard, for people to naturally do that.
Hmm.
And I say that because you see somebody on TV that you want to emulate, you want to be there at their status, you want to do what they do
Hmm.
because you admire them a lot, and you kind of want to like, have that. you want to emulate their careers, but you do have
Mhm.
to kind of carve your own niche. You do
Yeah.
have to kind of have your own voice. You do have to do your own thing, and you have to put it in your own kind of stamp in a way that
Hmm.
comforts you. So
Exactly.
I love that. I do love that advice that someone gave you for sure. I want to do some rapid fire with you. And that is basically I'm throwing some things out, and you get to choose, or not say I shouldn't say choose, but you get to say the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, so here we go. Favorite card game.
Oh no.
Yep, I'm gonna beat that on too. Favorite board game.
Sorry.
Oh, that's mine too. Okay, I like me some sorry. No, seriously, I like me some
I love
sorry.
sorry.
Dominoes and spades.
All right. See. Now when we get into those type of games, I'm clueless. I'm
Oh,
clueless.
Lord. That's the cookie.
Maybe dominoes. It's been a long time since I played dominoes though.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'll forgive you. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes,
Juice or soda?
juice,
Chicken or ribs?
chicken.
Favorite Netflix TV series?
Mm. Oh. Mm. Oh, it's been a long. That, honestly, it's been a minute since Netflix had something good. Like they limited series are good, but like a show that I can just watch anytime, Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I do not know. I know they had a show with Debbie Ryan. It was like Insatiable. That was a pretty good show. And I was thinking about watching that again. So I'll say that show.
And what show is that?
I think it's pronounced Insatiable.
Okay. Okay.
I think
All
that's
right.
how you say it.
Favorite alcoholic drink?
Well, I'm in Louisiana and they're big on daiquiris. So
Okay.
I like what kind of daiquiri I get? I think the pina colada daiquiri. Really good.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Favorite color?
Blue.
Okay. If you had a choice to choose between three people and a vacation spot, who are the three people that you would choose to take with you, and where would you go? Now, before you choose, Bree, you could choose family, friends, or celebrities.
um it'll mostly be like my mom, grandmother, aunt, and I want to go to. It's called Zanzibar. It's in Tanzania. Very nice island spot again by the beach. That's like top on my bucket list. So I'll take them, and then we'll just go sit by the sun, get us some nice meals. So yeah,
Wow. Okay. That sounds like a good damn time. I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds like a very good time. I like that.
yeah, I love the beach. Everything is going to be the beach.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Now, if you had a choice to listen to three artists or three songs on repeat and never get tired of them, who would be your three artists or three songs?
Ooh, okay. I may not look like it, but I love Waka Flocka.
Say,
Bring back Flockabilly. Flockabilly 2010.
oh
That's
Lord,
like my number one artist.
oh Lord, do you
I
just Waka
know.
Flocka?
Yes, Waka Flocka.
Okay,
And then number two,
go ahead.
I like Make the Stallion.
Okay, that's respectable. Megan Thee.
Yeah, and number three artists.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so many. It's so many. You know what? Give me some T Pain.
yeah. You gonna need something soft after hearing Waka Flocka rap. You gonna need something to kind of mellow out because all he do is yell.
Yeah, especially his older song. Well, even now.
Yeah,
So they're like
yeah.
my three top.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Favorite sandwich?
Just like a turkey breast sandwich.
Yeah, turkey breast ain't bad. Turkey breast ain't
Keep it
bad.
simple.
All right. If they told you, if they came up to you, last of the rapid fire, if they came up to you and said, Bree, you're doing a great job as a meteorologist,
Hmm.
but we want you to stop doing that genre. We want you to stop doing weather, and we want you to pick up a different genre to report. Out of
Ooh.
these three genres to report, which one would you do? News, entertainment, or sports?
Just give me entertainment.
Yo,
Entertainment.
why your face changed? Like your face, the demeanor changed after I just asked that question.
Because news gets so dicey here. Like I tell the reporters every day, I salute y'all for what y'all do because I could not do no news.
Oh wow.
Sports, they would have fired me after 3 minutes because they would have been like, Brianna, we need you to report this game, and I would have been clueless the whole game. So
Oh.
entertainment, I do entertainment. I'll let you know when everything's coming up. Yeah, that's more my thing.
You said they would have fired you after 3 minutes.
Yeah, they would have fired me as soon as they gave me the title because sports is just not. Mm-mm. I don't know what's going on with that. Entertainment, that seemed like a little bit more easier than the other two. At least
Okay,
I'll know ahead of time. With news, it's kind of like, okay, we need you to cover this right now, or this shooting right now. I don't know. I can't. I can't.
so you picked the lesser of two evils. Is pretty much what you did.
Right. And
Okay.
even entertainment probably can get dicey too.
Yeah, you right. You right. Oh my goodness, that's funny. That is funny. This has been a pretty cool conversation, though, to be able to talk to you about your why, be able to get to know you, be able to from your origins of growing up in Georgia, then
Mm-hmm.
transporting to Alexandria, then going to Louisiana, right? Learning along the way of becoming a strong meteorologist. And now you're
Mm-hmm.
doing your thing at KATC. And obviously, I'm a new fan of yours. Be keeping in touch with you. Is there anything else, though, Bree, that you would like to add about yourself, meteorology, the job, or anything at all before we conclude?
Um, I think we pretty much went over a lot.
We did. We did. Absolutely. And listen, again, I appreciate you coming on to my podcast. I appreciate you doing your thing. Please don't be a stranger. Keep in touch and keep doing your thing out there in Louisiana.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
No doubt. No doubt. You take care. We'll be in touch.
All right. Thank you. Bye.